Hi, I'm Kevin. In today's video, I'm going to take you through applying a ceramic coating for your vehicle. Um, some of the benefits of a ceramic coating are they're a long-term, durable protection for the surface of the car, and you could think of it, like a wax is a good way to protect, let's say, the paint on your car. A ceramic coating is a much more durable type of coating that you could put on your car, and some of the things that when you apply a ceramic coating, because it is so long lasting, something that's really important is preparing the surface before you apply the ceramic coating. Similar to what you really should do if your paint needs correction. In other words, if it has swirls and scratches, before you put a wax on a car, before you put paint protection, you want to polish it. So same thing applies for a ceramic coating. There's nothing magical about a ceramic coating, so you really need uh, to do the proper uh, paint correction before you apply the ceramic coating. So some of the things that, the steps that I would go through, or the steps that I have gone through in preparing the car here. I washed the car with a good car soap. Uh, One of the things that you can tell if you need a clay bar is if you put on, as an example, latex glove, and while the car is wet, run your hand over the paint, and if you feel bumps, if it's not smooth, then using a clay bar is a good way to extract or pull out some of those imperfections that have found themselves lodged into the paint. So again, I washed the car with a good car soap. Uh, I used a chemical. I decontaminated the car, so I used Iron X, which is a good way to pull brake dust. Has iron particles in it, and as you apply the brake dust gets applied all over the car. Industrial fallout, sap, things like that, they can get lodged into the paint. So using a good chemical decontamination, Iron X. There's also products which are good for removing tar from your paint. I did a chemical decontamination. Then I used a clay mitt. So while the car is nice and wet, there's lubricants that you have for when you're using a clay mitt or a clay bar. So you want to clay your car to pull out those impurities. Uh, of course, rinse the car after this, and after if you need to, if you still have some swirls in your paint and you need to polish it, go through steps. Compound would you would compound, which is a more aggressive paint correction if you have some deep swirls. Uh, if you don't have deep swirls, then a light cutting polish would be applicable. If it sounds like there's a lot of steps here to correct the paint, this is an advanced. Putting ceramic coatings on the car is an advanced product putting on your car. So, if you feel comfortable with the steps that I'm talking about, then that's fine. If not, then bring it to a professional shop. You know, but if you are up for that challenge, go through the steps to do the paint protection. The last thing I did was I used isopropyl alcohol. So as an example, this product from CarPro called Eraser. Uh, this has got let's say, the right dilution level of isopropyl alcohol. So I use that, and you wipe down the panels because you want to remove any dust, any residual polish that might be on the car. You want to so that the ceramic coating has the best adhesive to the surface here. You want to make sure all of that dust, polish is off the car. One of the things that I really spent time on was making sure that in the seams, of the vehicle. There, that's an area where polish residue can collect. So make sure that was all nice and polish free with the isopropyl alcohol. That really helps. But you have to be thorough in your paint protection. So once you feel comfortable that you've done the best you can when it comes to preparing the paint, I'm going to talk about the steps now. So I'm here in my garage. It's very hot. It's June, so temperatures today are in the 90s, and it's important to read the instructions for the ceramic coating product that you're using. In the Northeast, having humidity levels in the 60%, 70% is not uncommon, obviously. So you really want to make sure that whatever product that you're using, the atmospheric conditions that the vehicle is in, you're within those limits. Extreme cold, extreme heat, extreme high humidity when it's hot. That's something you really need to be wary of. Make sure that you're within the limits. So, something you might need to do, as an example, a dehumidifier, to bring the space down, that you're going to be applying the product on. You want to read the instructions and follow them, because if you don't, it's not going to come out as well as it could. So I just want to give you that bit of advice. So it's very important when you're applying ceramic coatings. You want to wear gloves, because you don't want to get this on your skin. Also, you need to be in a well-ventilated area. I have my garage doors closed. So this is a case where, as an example, a KN95, ideally it would be an N95 mask, but those are still hard to get. But these KN95 masks, they really do a good job filtering the air. This product, the fumes are pretty strong from it. So, for my lungs, I'm going to wear a mask. Like I said, you could either be in a well-ventilated area, low humidity, or wear a mask. So, basically, applying the product, they usually going to depends on the manufacturer of the product that you're getting, but the one that I'm using, they've provided a couple suede cloths. There's a nice block, and you can tuck this in. They give you like a credit card, and you can tuck this suede cloth in to the applicator board. But I'm going to be doing the front bumper, and there's a lot of contours here. Getting into this area, it's a little bit tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it on and use my fingers as I apply it. And then when I need to get into the complex areas or tight areas, I'll just take the cloth and fold it over and do that. Excuse me. So you do want to apply a good amount of product. You want to saturate the suede cloth here. And then you're going to go in strokes like this and then crosshatch to make sure that you're covering the whole area. And basically I'm going to divide this into a 2 foot by 2 foot area, apply the product, and then the manufacturer talks about a flashing time. And what does that mean? Basically, that volatile smell, it's evaporating off of the surface here. And you're going to see, basically, depending on the condition, so it's above 70 today. So they say it takes about 1 minute for the product to flash. And another way you might be able to see is it kind of gets like an oil slick. It looks like a rainbow color. So depending upon your skill level, you might be able to use that, or use the manufacturer's rules of thumb. As an example, temperature on the product that I'm using, above 70 degrees, it takes about a minute. The cooler the temperatures, the longer it takes for it to flash. But again, every product is different, so really follow the instructions. That's the important thing. So, I would, like I said, apply the product, and then do crosshatch, that. I have my timer, I give it a minute, and then with a nice soft microfiber cloth, I take it off. So this is an advanced application of a paint protection for your car. And with the ceramic coating, some of the benefits are, as an example in the front bumper here, the ceramic coatings have a hardness level, so that layer of protection, it's kind of like adding a little bit of a layer of clear coat. You can think of it that way. And it has a hardness of 9H. So as an example, lead pencil, it has typically a 2 hardness, 2H. The ceramic coating, the product that I'm using, has a hardness level of 9H. So it provides a layer of protection there. And, this is an area where you're going to get insects colliding with these vertical surfaces. And ceramic coatings also provide a hydrophobic quality. Hydrophobic means that, when it's raining, when you're washing the car, water is going to sheet off. So as water sheets off the car, it's going to take dust or surface dirt with it. So that's one of the nice qualities that a ceramic coating is going to have. So it also looks shiny. So it enhances. I think it enhances the gloss, the look of the car. So those are some of the reasons why ceramic coatings are used to protect the surfaces. There's a lot of things to be careful about. You want to make sure you're thorough about buffing the product off, and that you don't miss any areas. And the reason for that is if you don't buff it off, it's going to look uneven. So especially, let's say on a black paint car, you might notice from certain angles, it might look hazy. So it's not foolproof. It's an advanced application of a paint protection product. Just wax is kind of an easy entry level paint protection. It's not permanent. A wax is typically going to last a couple weeks. Ceramic coating, depending upon the manufacturer product that you're using, it's going to have 12 months or longer, multiple years. So that's where when it cures, it's going to be not a trivial thing to remove it if you haven't done it right. Again, following the manufacturer's recommendations. So I'm going to apply this product today. It's very important that the car not get wet. So if the car is outdoors and you need to apply it outdoors, it's something that for the next 24 hours you got to be careful that it's not going to rain. That the forecast is going to be dry. Really, you're not going to wash. They recommend that you don't wash the car. The product that I'm using, you don't wash the car for at least 7 days, preferably 14 days. So you really got to follow the instructions. So again, this is an advanced level course. I think it's worth it, and so that's why I'm applying it on my vehicle. And I wanted to share this with you. It is something that with practice, making sure. With practice of detailing your vehicle, making sure you read the instructions, you follow their recommendations, and if the conditions warrant or allow you to proceed, okay. If not, then seek professional, somebody who you trust to apply it for your vehicle. It makes cleaning the car in the future a little bit easier because of that hydrophobic quality. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.